Can you believe that there are only 6 months left in this year? I don't understand where this year has gone, but honey, don't worry. There is still time to reach all of your ambitious goals. I hope you're ready for this episode, honey. If you are, let's go. Hello Ambition Babes, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dion, also known as the Face of Ambition, across all social media platforms. I am so glad that you have decided to watch this video today. If you are joining me, if you are looking at my face right now, you are ready to glow up. You are ready to become completely unrecognizable by December 31st this year, and I'm here to tell you that it is completely possible. There is still time. If God has blessed you to see this day, there is still an opportunity to be able to reach your goals. We've just got to be intentional about how we spend our time, sis. We have wasted a little bit of time at the beginning of this year, and there's something that we can't take back, but what we can do now is to operate with complete clarity and intention on exactly what we want to achieve over the next 6 months. I am so excited that the Ambition brand is sponsoring this video, and I can't wait to break down all of the great details that are inside of the Ambition Planner throughout this video. Right now is our semi-annual sale, and that means that all of our hardcover planners are buy one, get one free. Absolutely right. Every single planner on our site is buy one planner, get one planner free, plus it's free US shipping. And it gets absolutely no better than that. I'm going to talk more about all the things that are inside of the Ambition Planner, as I said, throughout this video, but I'm really excited to break down exactly how you're going to reach your goals in the next 6 months. There is still time. I know it feels like, girl, where has this year gone? Like, it was just January 31st. I was just creating my vision board. I was just thinking about all the things that I wanted to achieve this year, and I haven't started yet. Do not worry, be at peace, honey. There is still time to start over. And I'm about to break down the 5 areas, or maybe there's 4, or maybe there's 6. Sometimes I get lost in my numbers, so I'm not even gonna ask y'all to hold me to it, but I'm gonna give y'all some tips on exactly what you can do in order to be able to be the woman of your dreams before the end of this year. You know what? I want us to start with just closing your eyes for a moment. As you breathe in, I want you to imagine yourself on a path, a beautiful wooded path. I'm going to say wooded path. Maybe you're in the city, but you're on a journey. You're on a straight path. And I want you to think about all the things that you've just witnessed. You've already seen, a few blocks back, or if you're walking in the woods in your imagination, some of the things that you've seen a few miles back. And each of those mile markers represent the months that have already happened in this year. Think about the experiences that you've had, the good things that have occurred, things that kind of sucked, the things that didn't go as planned. I want you to think about the things that you wish you could just do over. You know what? I wasted the whole month of April, or I wasted the whole month of March being worried and stressed out and overwhelmed and confused. I want you to visualize yourself just walking on this path. And as you're starting to walk towards today, I want you to start seeing yourself pick up the pace a little bit. Because you're like, you know what? I got 6 months left in this year. That means there's still time to get it right. And I want you to see yourself passing today's mile marker and walking into the future. I want you to see yourself picking up July and saying, you know what? These are the things that I want to be able to accomplish in July. You pick it up and you put it in your pocket. You keep on walking. You got it. You know exactly what you want to do. You're picking up August, picking up October. You're getting to December, and you've loaded all of these things inside of your bag and in your pockets, that you know exactly what you're going to do this year. As you open your eyes, I want you to understand that that is exactly what I'm going to unpack with you in this video. I'm going to help you pick up the pieces for this year. You can't go back 6 months and pick up the things that we've left behind. It's learn from the things that we didn't do and make it right in the next 6 months. Girl, we have plenty of time to be able to reach these goals. If God has blessed you with another day, He's given you another chance. So let's work towards making the next 6 months absolutely amazing. Let's not leave a single crumb on this path. We are going to pick up every single morsel, and we're about to kill it this month. What we're going to do in this video is create a plan. Whenever we're not clear about our goals, it is impossible to actually work on a goal. If you know, like, I kind of want to be able to start a business, you know what I'm saying, but I don't really know exactly what I want it to do or to be, and I'm not sure if it's going to be my side hustle or how many hours I'm going to dedicate to it every single week. Whenever there's a lack of clarity, there's a lack of focus. When there's a lack of focus, there's probably no action plan. So today I'm going to help you to break down just that. Everything that you want to be able to pick up this year, I'm going to help you to be able to break it down. So let's get into this. What I want you to do in your ambition planner, because you've already gone online, you've paused this video, you've gone online, you've already started looking at the beautiful planners, and you're like, this is a 90-day planner? And I'm like, yes, sis. No way we're swallowing the whole year. We're about to break this up into 90-day bites. We're going to take just this next quarter, July, August, and September, and we're going to focus on just the next 12 weeks. Yes, there are 24 weeks left in this year, but we're going to focus on just the next 12. What do you want to accomplish in the next 12 weeks? Even if this goal that you have in mind is going to take you over the next 12 months or maybe even a whole year to be able to complete, let's just look at the next 3 months and identify what I want to achieve. And what I want you to do in your ambition planner, in your journal, on the back of a Post-it is get as specific as possible about what you want to achieve. Do you want to start a business? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to get more intentional about your mental health and wellness? Do you want to have a better marriage or have children or take a vacation? What is the goal that you have in mind? What is it that you want to be able to achieve? I want you to get as specific as possible. And when I say specific, I mean down to the nitty-gritty. Let's say that you want to lose 15 pounds. If you say that you want to lose 15 pounds over the next 3 months, that's 5 pounds a month. So I'm going to say that I need to lose a pound and some change every single week in order to achieve this goal. Very good. You want to lose 15 pounds over the next 3 months. That's going to be 5 pounds every single month. You have to lose this amount of pounds every single week. How are you going to do that? Oh, well, I'm going to eat right. What does eat right mean? I want you to get specific. I'm not talking about leaving it to your imagination and every day you're going to figure out what that means. Absolutely not. I want you to say that I'm going to start juicing. What kind of juice? I'm going to do green juice. I'm going to eat salads every day for lunch. I'm going to meal prep. How often are you going to meal prep? I'm meal prepping on Sundays. For 3 hours on Sunday, I'm dedicating time to be able to meal prep and organize my week. This is what I mean when I say get specific about that goal. The likelihood of you being able to reach that goal just 10x's just because you took time to be able to get specific. And more than just 10xing it because you got specific, the fact that you wrote it down means that the likelihood of it actually happening is exponentially greater because you just actually put pen to paper. I don't know what you want to call it. You can call it magic if you want to, but there is something absolutely amazing, empowering, and just honors your true thoughts whenever you take time and write down exactly what you want to achieve. A lot of people say if it's not written down, it won't happen. And I happen to 100% agree. This is the most important step in reinventing yourself over the next 6 months, is to then identify who you want to be, get as specific as you can about who she's going to be, and write it down. So now we know exactly what we want to do. Now it is time to take that 3-month goal and identify the things that you're going to do every single week and every single day. What I like to do is that while I'm meal prepping, I like to take that time to also identify exactly what I'm going to do every single week. I know what meals I'm having, so now what am I going to actually accomplish? I know I have a standing meeting on Monday at 9 a.m. I know I'm going to the gym by 7 a.m. every single day. I know that I'm getting these things done. I know that I want to work on this part of my goal. Whenever you start writing out your week and putting your goals inside of your weekly plans, the likelihood, again, of you actually being able to reach that goal is just greater. You're actually planning on reaching the goal because you are working towards it every day. If you want to start a business, you're not going to be able to work on it just one day out of the month or a few times out of the month. It's just not going to happen. Being intentional about saying, I'm going to take at least 30 minutes to learn something about my business, to be able to meet with a graphic designer, to be able to listen to a podcast about becoming whatever it is that I dream about being. Being intentional about reaching your goal every single day is the only way that you're going to be able to ensure that after 3 months, you are ridiculously proud of yourself. Now that you've written out your goals and you know exactly what you want to do over the next 3 to 6 months, the next step is extremely important. These 2 steps are absolutely imperative to your success. You have got to first take those goals, take that plan that you have, you've written it out, you've gotten specific, you've set a timeline to it, you've gotten yourself some deadlines. You now need to take that goal and say, why is this important to me? Honey, you have got to remember your why. Oftentimes, we create goals based on somebody else's plan. Whenever you have a partner, a spouse, a best friend, a girlfriend, and they're doing something, you're like, you know what, that's a good idea. I should be doing that too. I'm gonna be saving money as well. I'm really trying to buy a house as well. I'm trying to level up in this area. I'm trying to start a business too. It may be the truth and it may be your why, but is it actually your why for right now? You have a partner, you have experienced this. Your partner or spouse is like, you know what, we need to save. We need to save money. We need to put some money in our Roth IRA. We need to be able to have X amount in our bank account. And you're like, yeah, that's really good. But it's not really what you're on right now. Why are you creating that as a goal when it's not really your goal? It's someone else's goal. Your goal is to have more experiences. Your goal is to eat at the Michelin star restaurant that opened in the next state over. Your goal is to be able to fly first class to Europe. Your goal is to lay on the beach for a week uninterrupted, reading a book, sipping a mocktail. Make sure that you know your why. Oftentimes we get caught up in somebody else's why, or we don't even know why we want to achieve the goal. We've just seen it on Instagram. We've seen other people talk about it. We know that we should do it because it's something that's good to do. It may be something absolutely amazing to do, but if it is not your why for right now, do not do it. If you know right now I'm about to be outside, I'm taking all of my summer vacation, I'm taking my kids all these places, then right now is not the time to set the goal to lose 15 pounds. Not that you can't lose 15 pounds while on vacation, but let's just be 100% sis. It's probably not going to happen. So really identify why this goal is important to you, why it is now that you have to be able to reach this goal. Make sure that it is true and authentic to you. The second thing that is super important now that you have written out your goals, now that you've understood exactly why this is important, is to take this goal and give it to God. Baby, if there's nothing more important than this, after I say this, you can probably stop the video because this is the most important part to being able to reach your goals. God has plans for you. He has plans to prosper you and give you hope and a future. And what you don't want is to have your own plans. I'm not on my own journey. Yeah, we can close our eyes and imagine all these things, but I want to be on God's plan. I'm on His time. I want exactly what He wants for my life. So I want to be able to take all of the things that I want and I want to say, you know what, Daddy, is this what you want me to be able to do right now? Are these the goals and plans that you have for me right now? Is this what I should focus on? Is it just as specific as you were about writing out those plans and how intentional you were about identifying what your why is? I want you to spend time in prayer and meditation and say, is this the time right now that I'm supposed to work on this? So let me tell you, when I decided I wanted to start a YouTube channel back in January of this year, that was one of my big goals. It's on my vision board. It's exactly what I wanted to do. And I started putting out videos and I said, you know what, God, I want to be able to pursue this in a more full-time capacity, but I want to make sure that I'm aligned with what you want me to do. So I got specific about my prayer. I said, God, you know what? I want to be able to do this, but if you don't want me to do it, let me know. If you don't give me at least 100 views on this next video that I produce, I'm not going to pursue YouTube on a full-time capacity. Video 1 came out, 30 views. Video 2 came out, 12 views. I had 38 followers in March of this year. I said, you know what, God, I told you if I don't get 100 views on these next 2 videos that I produce, I'm not going to do this anymore. So one day I opened YouTube and one of my videos has 100 views. And I'm like, okay, God, it's on and popping. You want me to do this. This is exactly what you want me to do because I was specific in my prayer. I made sure that I meditated so I heard your voice. I wanted to be able to test you so that I knew that it was you that wanted me to do this. And I went forward. That very next video that I posted has 250,000 views today. Today, if y'all are looking down at how many subscribers that I had, y'all understand I had 38 subscribers in March. And today, probably Probably when you're watching this, I have well over 17,000 subscribers. I got specific. You can write out all the plans you want. You can have all the dreams and visions that you want, and that is really good. But there is something so much better for you whenever you ask our Father exactly what He wants for your life. He can do it so much better than you ever intended. Do not try to do this alone. We don't have to try to do this alone. Like, why are we trying to level up by ourselves whenever we have the God of the universe that created us, that gave us the temple, the mind, the ambitions, the goals, the talents to be able to do it on our side, rooting for us, there for us, wanting to guide us, wanting to walk with us on that journey? Why are we trying to do it alone? Like I said, honey, you can turn this video off right now if you don't need to hear me say another thing. If you want to be able to be successful over the next 6 months, write out exactly what you want to do and bring them to our Father. Lay them at His feet and ask Him exactly what He would have you to do. Ask Him to order your steps. And what I can 100% promise you is that He's going to blow your mind. Okay, so if you decided to not turn off the video, the next step in this process is to do a weekly review. Now that you know what your goals are, now that God has already ordained your steps, now it's time to make sure that you're staying in line with what you're supposed to do. Inside the Ambition Planner, or like I said, on a Post-it, you need to be able to review every single week where you are in this process. This one step is actually a huge game changer. Being able to look at and journal what you have accomplished over the week, the areas that you've done well, the areas where you have failed, areas where you could make improvement is so important to your success. There's something so empowering about journaling and being honest with yourself about what you're doing. Sometimes you find that, you know what, this is where I started out as my goal. This is the thing that I said I wanted to do, but I think I'm taking a pivot because as I'm working towards this, I've actually really knocked it out. I'm actually really done. And what you'll find is that the thing that you thought was a goal was actually a really big task, and you're able to get through it way too quickly. A goal is something that may take you a little bit of time to create or produce, like starting a business. You're not starting a business over a weekend. And so if it was something that you were able to do really, really quickly, whenever you're starting to journal about it, you're saying, you know what, I was able to do it quickly because I was just dedicated to the process. I said I wanted to do it and I doubled down. I cleaned my whole schedule. And this week I just said, this is the goal that I'm working on. I'm not going to stop until the logo is created, so the LLC is purchased, so the rights to this project are found and registered. I'm not going to stop until I choose my brand color and I get the tone just right for my website. I'm not going to stop until I build the website or find a web designer or do whatever it is that your goal is. Sometimes we really put our nose to the grindstone and get it done. But oftentimes, whenever you're doing that weekly review, you're able to see the spaces where you could step up or the areas that you're absolutely killing it. The next step of this process is to create micro habits. So micro habits are the little things that you need to adjust in order to reach your goals faster. My goal was to be able to work out every morning before I started my day. My habit was that every night before I went to sleep, I needed to eat ice cream and I didn't go to sleep till 1 and 2 in the morning. Whenever it's time to get up at 6 a.m. and go to spin class, guess who was sleepy? So I had to change my habits. If I want to be able to lose this 15 pounds and I want to be able to get to the spin class at 6 a.m., I have got to go to bed. I've got to change the habit. So what I decided to do was to set an alarm on my phone at 10 p.m. every single night that said, go to bed. This was my cue to be able to stop what I was doing and at least go in my room. Go to bed means something different for everybody. Go to bed for me means go to your room, wash your face, spray your covers with all of your linen sprays, light a candle, maybe even have some chamomile tea. But these are all of the things that I need to do in order to actively be moving towards sleep. What I was finding is that because this is becoming a ritual that I enjoyed, it was something that I looked forward to, I was ready for that alarm to go off at 10 p.m. because I was going to make my chamomile tea and I was going to put on my pajamas and I was going to spray the lavender linen spray on my sheets. I was lighting the candle, I was turning on the music, I was turning back my bed, I was getting ready to read a book. Now let me tell y'all something, by the time I did all of those things, by 11 o'clock, your girl was asleep. And those 7 hours of sleep were exactly what my body needed to reset and be ready to seize the day. It was easy for me to get up in the morning now. I was looking forward to going to my spin class and putting on my cute outfit in order to go to the gym that day. Everything changed because I changed one little habit. I want you to take time and write out the habits that do not serve you. if it is having one too many ounces of wine, if it is staying up too late, if it is going through the drive-thru at Taco Bell and getting them fries, the ones that you dip in the cheese, if that don't serve you, baby, we got to figure out a way to stop that. What I want you to do is look at the habits that don't serve you. Look at the things that you need to completely break. In your ambition planner is a habit tracker. In this space is an area for you to write out the habit that you want to create. What is it that you want to be able to start doing that is going to help you to reach your goals? If your goal is to save money, but you have a habit of impulse shopping, you have got to stop buying those cute handbags and start saying, I'm going to be intentional about putting the money in my savings account and not touching it for anything else until I reach my goal. What I can promise you is that your habits are holding you back. It is time to get intentional about the habits that you have formed that do not serve you and the habits that you are going to create that are going to help you to reach your most ambitious goals. So we're to our last point, and I hope you all did not think I was going to end a video without telling you that you have got to learn something. I promise you, every video that I've created about reinventing yourself, I never leave out the fact that you have got to learn something. Imagine if you took the opportunity to learn something new every single month for the next 6 months. Baby, you would be unstoppable by December 31st. Nobody would recognize you, and heck, you wouldn't recognize yourself. Learning something new is so important, so empowering, so sexy. Learning is the most effective way to be able to level up in every area of your life. If you want to be able to know more about your mental health, your personal health, your spirituality, growing a business, learning a new language, how to save, how to travel, how to be a better spouse, how to be a more effective parent, how to be the best coworker, you have got to open a book. You've got to tune into a podcast. You have got to consume content that is going to change you. By beholding, you truly become changed. Be very mindful about what you put inside of your temple. If you want to glow up, if you want to be the very best and highest self, you have got to be intentional about learning something every single day. What I want to challenge you all to do is that for the next 6 months, identify 6 things that you would love to learn over the next 6 months. Take the next 6 months to be intentional about what you put inside your body and watch how that helps you on your glow up journey. Okay, ladies, we're at the end of this video and I hope that you have enjoyed it. I am so excited about the next 6 months of this year, honey. I know that you are about to rush right now and go pick up your ambition planner so that everything that I said, you can actually put it inside your planner. Because this is what I didn't tell y'all earlier. Everything that I already said about writing out your goals, being very specific, writing them out for the next 3 months, checking in on them weekly, having a space to journal about your goals, writing your goals out for the day that you want to achieve. It's all inside of your ambition planner. You ain't got to make this up. You don't have to find it anywhere. You don't even have to write on that post that I'll always be talking about. Baby, everything that you need is inside of the ambition planner, including your habit tracker, organizing your finances, a full gratitude journal, a space to write out your affirmations every single day, a financial journal, and so much more. I can literally tell you that it is the most comprehensive planner on the market. If you have not flipped through the planner yet, please do yourself a favor and go to theambitionbrand.com and flip through the Ambition Planner and pick up one today. We're in the middle of our semi-annual sale. That is buy one planner, get one planner absolutely free, plus free US shipping while supplies last, because I don't have a whole lot of planners just laying around in inventory. So honey, you're not going to want to walk to this sale. You're going to want to run. Go ahead and get the planner that everyone is talking about that is going to help you to reach your most ambitious goals. So ladies, I thank you all so much for being here today. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, make sure that you give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you share with your friend, your best friend, your girlfriend, your sister, your mama. Make sure that you do not hoard this information. Pass it along so that while you're on your glow up journey, you can bring somebody along with you. This journey is always much more fun whenever you do it with a friend. Until our next video, I hope that you are well and working every single day to reach your most ambitious goals.